Alrighty, welcome back. We are pulling to the close. We have to log in, send our user information to the server, and then we will receive all of the users that are already logged in on the server. We also have to send update information whenever we move around the screen. And that will draw it to the picture box, to the bitmaps, and that should be about it. So I am going to start us off in GC Client. There really is no logical order to this, so we're just going to write the new methods. We have login, read user, update user, and update user. Two overrides of the same function. So let's start off with update user. I'll go ahead and grab this because we will be using it. Private void update user. User. So this is when this method is called when another user other than our user has been changed, so we can display its proper placement on the bitmap. Very simple. So when the draw player function, which we're about to write in the form, is called, it is called whenever the tick goes off in the timer. Whatever we have that set at. Let's go ahead and speed it up to 250. Anyway, whenever that's called, the new user's placement will be displayed. This case, we're receiving the user, or we're going to update our user. We're sending that to the server. So it is a level 3. We're just going to write all of our properties in order. Dang it. Quit that. And write it to our stream. Here you go, server. All right. We are now going to write a method, and we're going to make it available to the server. To create our user from a stream. Alrighty. Now we are going to write our login method. I believe you're private, aren't you? No, you're public. You called from the form. So level 1. Now we need to update our client. Wait for a message. Because we will be getting more information back from the server. So it's almost the same as our read user method. Now our level 2, which I believe, yes, is to update other clients, other users. So I wrote the read client late in the game, so he could probably take care of a bunch of this. Since we're doing multi-threading, I do not want to clear out my current users and then add these in. So I'm going to I created a temp list to kind of buffer it. Here we will set users equal to the temp. Now if the level is equal to 3, just updating another user. This is mainly for logging out or when you log in, when you get the full list of users. Level 2. But if you accidentally get disconnected or get disconnected for whatever reason, you don't want to restart the form and you don't want to flush everything. So we leave the list of users alone until we build the new list. Most cases we'll get a level 3, and that is to update a certain user. Okay. Anything else we need to hold? That should be it for the G client. Let's jump over to the G server and get it completed. So we will have two versions of send user and a send users. And then we have to add 1, 2, 3 methods to our handle client. That should be it, pretty much. Let's jump down here. Bottom of our class. Send user, user, int level. For each user, other user, in our users, if our other user client is not null, then we need to send the user, but we don't have that method yet. Hold on. So we'll jump up here and send it real fast, and then we'll come back down and finish that method. So the stream, this is the stream we're going to send it to. This is the user we're going to send them, and that's the level they are. Write the level. Write the user. I guess we should write a write user function. And write the position. And log it. That's it. Okay. Now back to our this function. And there we go. Alrighty, now we have a send users. So when a user initially logs in, they need a full list of all the current users. Right to pw dot right. And we need only active users. So we are going to use a little bit of link here to make things simpler. Every place in the whole world either hates link or they try to take credit for it. I've heard people from India, people from England, people from Canada trying to take credit for creating link or stating that they hate it. It's horrible. It's hilarious. So I guess that means you either love it or you hate it. I'm doing a double check here, which is not necessary because I checked up here, but I did not actually do a query. So I guess I should do a query and get the users that meet this. This query, these conditions. So we have all of our users, current users, in a single array. That's why you have to kind of be careful with that array buffer size. Because although we cannot go over with just one user, we could go over here. Okay. Now let's go call these methods in the handle clients. So we have else if level is equal to 1. When we finish this, we will be doing everything except drawing. Actually doing a bitmap. And that will be the last thing. So in this case, level 1, someone has tried to log in. And we're not doing any validation here. We don't even have passwords. We're just logging in based on the name, and we go to that list of users that we created. So instead of validating the password, we are just checking the username. Setting the current user to this user. So this is what I'm talking about. This is what's really neat about when you're working with multi-threading. This current user, this loop stays open forever until we close the stream. So this current user will be for each specific client, and they will have their own loop. So once we log in, this is set. Now that's just the way we have it currently configured. If you change the way we loop, if you change the loop, you could change things. but go ahead and try. Go ahead and mess around with it. So in this case, we're just sending all users. Level 2, we're just sending out all users. Boom. And level 3 is our final level. And then we'll go set up our forms. Wait a minute. Am I not closing my... Oh, that was bad. Look at that. I didn't close my mimic stream or my binary reader last time around. So that was a bad thing. So who are you? Should be the current user. Since you are updating mainly your position, go ahead and send that user out to everybody. That's pretty much it. Okay, so we have something else to do here. Right below there, we need to just exit if we're closing, and not worried about anything else. Okay, so let's jump over to our 2 forms. Let's jump over to our form client first and get it done. Where's login? Login. There you are. And else you need to enter a username. Okay. Let's go ahead and put this in. All we have to do is paint. Okay, now let's jump over to our form client, our form server. Do you need anything else? I don't believe so. Let's go ahead and check our logins, and then we'll come back and draw our players. Listen, test 0, login, users. It's on the user we have right now. Listen, login is test 1, users, Yay. Okay. Next and last video, we will be going over drawing the position, seeing that everything's working. Really, our bitmaps will be just to see that everything is working. Unless you are just awed and impressed by 2D spears running, 2D circles moving around a bitmap, around a picture box. We'll get to that next. If you got something out of this, like and subscribe. God bless. See you in the next video.